Boom. YouTube ready.
Okay, for sure. We on YouTube now. For sure.
Instagram ready.
You ready?
Yes. Wait, who's opening it up?
And we literally recording right now.
I know it.
Who you want to open it?
You had to open it because we're live at the Boom Boom Room.
For sure. We doing
yes. That. I feel like a guest. I ain't feel like the host.
Gunshots because we gangsta in here. Good afternoon, motherfuckers and motherfuckers. Welcome to the Cat vs. Dog podcast with my lovely co-host CJ and myself, the owner of this motherfucking mansion that we in the Boom Boom Room.
Boom Boom Room.
Young Dolemite.
What's
How
going on?
you doing today?
I'm good. I'm excited. This is my second time here in the Boom Room, and it's live. I feel like a guest because we're not in our normal studio or trap podcasting.
Yeah, we ain't in the fucking trap. It
We're
ain't
not
burning
in
the
our-
fuck up.
Listen, it's burning the fuck up outside. It is 115 degrees out here in California today. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, we in Holland, but shit, at least it ain't burning up in this motherfucker.
No, central AC is flowing throughout, and I praise God for it. Ugh.
We not fucking dripping fucking sweat and shit. I ain't gotta have my little rag that I usually be having on the podcast.
None of that.
You're not gonna hear motorcycles and cars driving past. It's gonna be nice and quiet.
It's gonna be nice and quiet. My titties won't be sweating. I won't have to scoop my little flaps up and.
We don't even have to go there, but yeah, all that shit.
I know it.
What's going on to all y'all motherfuckers in the live right now? How
Man, appreciate y'all for showing up. Let me find out this today.
bumming.
Saturday is a day for
Good
y'all.
day for live. Y'all niggas ain't doing shit.
Listen, it's the holiday. Do you have holiday plans? Are you going to a barbecue?
No, I might go pull up on some shit on some like. I ain't got shit better to do, so I'm gonna be pulling up on niggas. But for the most part, I don't know.
Today or tomorrow or Monday? Are you gonna wait till
Well,
Monday?
today I might end up working. I might have to work tonight. So
Okay.
today I'm chilling. But tomorrow, after I get off work, I'm riding around.
Okay.
Anybody need me to pull up on their shit? I'm pulling up on their shit.
Eat all the shit. So if you know me, and I know you, and you here in the Los Angeles area, I'm pulling up to your shit. I want some barbecue. I want some baked beans. I want some potato salad. I want it all.
I'm only pulling up if your shit good.
That's relative out here.
If y'all niggas putting raisins in your fucking potato salad,
Yo.
don't invite me. If y'all got ambrosia at that bitch, don't invite me.
Ambrosia can be good sometimes.
I
No,
don't think I've ever tasted it because it just looked crazy.
it does look weird.
That shit
But so
is
do
like,
chitlins, and niggas love that.
I don't eat that shit.
I don't either, but I'm just, oxtails look nasty, and I'm gonna fuck them
I
up.
don't eat that shit neither.
Meat right off the bone.
That shit gross. I'm cool. Fuck all that. Yuck.
Yummy.
No, it's not.
In my tummy.
That's fucking gross.
It's
Yuck.
delicious. Who don't like oxtails?
Me. I don't eat that shit. I call that shit slave food. I don't eat slave food.
Slave food. Oh, okay.
That's what I call it.
That's what chitlins is.
Yep, that too. I don't eat that. I don't eat pig ears. I don't eat hog
none of that
maws.
shit.
I don't eat none of that crazy shit.
I did eat hog moss as a youth, but I know better now.
Ugh.
I know better.
I'm trying to cut pork out my fucking diet in general on some real shit.
Only pork thing I eat is bacon. I'm not fucking with no turkey bacon. Don't piss me off and bring that thin paper, 2-line paper strip shit on my plate. I don't want it.
I eat turkey bacon. I fuck some turkey bacon up.
It don't even fill the house with the aroma of love and that bacon is being prepared.
Because pork always does that. Because pork chops and all that shit. But
It's supposed to
just
scent the
fucking
house.
terrible for you. So I'm not eating that shit. It's bad for you.
I don't eat pork chops any longer. I don't eat pork tenderloin. I don't eat those things. But if I'm going to have breakfast and we going to eat bacon, I'm going to eat bacon. I don't have time for that shit.
My mom makes fucking excellent pork chops, but I don't eat that shit no more.
What
trying to cut
brand
it
of
out of my
turkey
fucking diet.
bacon do you buy?
I don't even know. My wife buy that shit. I don't know. That shit just pops up and I eat the shit.
Hey, if you know a decent brand of turkey bacon, I'm going to go ahead and give it one more try.
My
Shoot
homeboy
it to me.
Clutch, that nigga had beef bacon. That shit
sound
probably
dry.
fire.
No.
beef is good.
Beef is good, but not in a strip form.
And I'm low-key trying to cut that shit too.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not even going to say cut. I'm just moderating it. Like, not as much red meat and not as much pork. Because it ain't like I'm just, like, anti-pork. Like, don't get me wrong. I'll fuck a sausage burrito up. But as far as, like, on some, like, every day, all the time, eating bacon all the time, like, fuck no.
But people don't realize, though, especially in our community, it's the you've been eating it since you got here. And that's what the killer is. R.I.P. Chadwick Boseman. Is he went vegan in his last years, but think about, you're trying to undo the damage of maybe 20, 30 years of eating red meat. I had a uncle who had the same situation, and it's like, even after the doctor told him he had cancer, he was like, I'm just gonna reduce it. No, you have it. You need to cut this shit out completely.
Yeah.
But I don't want to say black men don't make taking their health a priority. I know providing is essential. I'm not going to say that, but I want you to just be more conscious of it.
Shit, part of what made me start eating healthier because my dad got gout and my mom got gout. Both my parents got gout. That shit bullshit.
What does gout come from?
Shit, I think it's like the salt in the meat or whatever. Like, whatever, when you eat too much red meat, like, it make your joints crystallize. So they said that shit hurt, like, bad. Like, my dad was like, nigga, it's like stepping on a nail and then having a car run over your foot.
Damn.
While the nail is still in it. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm cool, nigga. He was like, yeah, that's the reason. Because my dad, that nigga only eat white meat. He don't eat no red meat. He don't eat pork at all. Not even a little bit. Because he already got the shit. Once you get it, you got it. It ain't nothing you can do after you got that shit. So I don't want to get it.
It's not worth it. It's just that's my thing. Or here's the counterbalance. If you're gonna have it, can you exercise? You got us who will eat the barbecue, eat the pork, eat the beef, eat it all, and won't step foot in nobody's gym, which you can't now, but won't walk around nobody's track, won't get on somebody's bike, something. That would help you process some of the toxins of eating meat like that out of your body. But we eat it and then go to sleep. So
I need me a good ass treadmill.
Oh, I don't want to work out in my house. I'm so over that.
Shit, fuck that. I got good AC in this bitch.
Turn it off.
Hot to get the fuck outside. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, not out here. It's too much.
It's too hot to go the fuck outside. Me trying to run around. So I need like a cool treadmill to run. My extra room upstairs. I think that's where I'm gonna put that.
Treadmill.
Probably like a treadmill and an exercise bike.
Yep.
Then in the cooler months, I'm gonna go get some bicycles for me and my family to ride. But
that'll be cool.
Like while it's 115 outside, nigga, I'm not taking my ass outside. I'm not even gonna drive to the gym. Nigga, from the house to the car,
it's too damn hot.
You done got 3 shades darker because the sun is beating your ass.
It's ridiculous.
So fuck that shit.
Speaking of surprisingly shit, Niecy Nash, our hot topic for the week.
Damn, I don't got like a dun dun dun.
I know. I wish we had a photo,
I need that shit.
But I'm sure we're all pretty tuned in by this point. If you're not, Niecy Nash, she was a star of Reno 911. She had a role in, oh gosh, I can't think of the movie on Netflix with
Was she in Hustlers?
No. She was on, she has a show, Claws, on...
You sure she wasn't in that shit with Cardi B in there?
No, she wasn't in there. I just watched that shit. It's running right now on Stars.
I know she was in one of them type of movies.
You're thinking about Claws.
Possibly. She had long nails and that shit?
Yes. That was centered around her. That's a TV show.
Okay.
She was married over the weekend, I believe. Well, I don't know, because she just dropped this bomb, so this could have been a month ago. I don't know when it was. Well, no, this still.
Yeah, I'm saying you can see the screen. I can't see
the screen. This is Niecy Nash and her now. See, I don't want to be disrespectful to the LGBTQ, LIG community. So I don't know, should I say that that's her husband or her wife, but she married.
Her life partner.
Life partner, they do say that. So she was married to a woman over the weekend. And I didn't even know Niecy Nash was gay. Jessica, shout out to them though.
Jessica Betts. She's a singer.
If you know a little, I follow Niecy Nash just because I try to find people for me who are inspirational. She was a single mother coming into the acting industry. I think her children's father was either shot or killed. Something like really tragic happened to him. Left her a single mother. She did end up getting married again. I want to say she was married for about 3 or 5 years to what outside looking in seems like a nice gentleman. She announced it about a year ago on Instagram that they were getting a divorce and that they were still great friends. And then over this past weekend, she dropped the pictures of her and her now life partner, a woman.
Jessica Betts.
Does Niecy Nash? I mean, it was shocking because we never seen it, but it's like these people don't owe us anything. So I really respect the shit out of Niecy Nash for being like, I'm living my life. I don't have to explain shit to y'all. I am an actress. I act. I put out the work. And my personal life is my personal life.
Yeah, that shit it's just a trip that nobody knew. I don't think nobody had no inkling or clue that she lived that lifestyle.
At all.
And I think that was the bigger shock of all of it. Cause it's nobody's like outraged. It ain't gonna be no backlash. It's just like, damn, that's a trip.
And she is kind of like, Niecy Nash is one of those people who utilizes social media, who is on it. Like when you see those types of people all the time on it, I get how it gives you a sense, a small sense. Be mindful that you know this person or you're engaged. She does the TikToks all the time with her and her daughter. So I would not have expected this. But you're right. It's not a negative something. It was just like, oh, you're dating a woman and y'all got married and y'all had a whole ceremony and nobody knew.
And the thing that's a trip is like, how long has she been out of her relationship?
That also is a factor. She has not been divorced that long.
Yeah,
no.
So it's like, was you moving around with homegirl while you had a husband?
It makes it seem that way. But I think also, too, Niecy Nash is, I know, 40 plus years old. When you are a 40 plus year old woman, solid in yourself, it's not going to take you all day like it would in your younger years to know if I want to be with this person.
Yeah.
So they probably met, or maybe they were already. I would love to know the story.
Yeah, she probably ain't gonna tell it because, like, just with how much she on social media, and for us to not notice, I'm like, she is so public yet so private.
I love it.
Like, damn.
I love it.
You know, and that's kind of how I was at a point.
Yeah.
Like, I used to be on social media all the fucking time, but I would tell motherfuckers, like, you don't know what the fuck going on. I post all day, every day, but that don't mean I'm letting y'all into my fucking household. Y'all just know what the fuck I show y'all. I show y'all a lot. I just don't show y'all a lot of my fucking business.
But people, even the tidbits that they do, that you do share, because I know I go back and forth constantly on like, should I share, shouldn't I share, what's this, and you really have to decide for yourself what you cool with, and then still, I don't give, like you said, if motherfuckers sharing everything, they not sharing. Here's what's not on social media. The hard times, the times you're crying, the times you're bothered with something, the times maybe you don't have the money to pay the bill, when your heart's broken. Like, there are very few people who share all their business. And to me, it's like, if you're not going to show the bad times, then you don't know all of what someone's going through.
Yeah, me, I'm like, I would tell motherfuckers all the time, I don't show niggas Saturday and Sunday. I only show you Monday through Friday. Like, I show you all the middle shit. Like, most of the time when you see, like, my Snapchat and Instagram, it's always, like, me chilling with my kids, me watching TV, me and my wife chilling. But, like, I don't show y'all when I'm on vacation. And I don't show y'all when we trying to figure out how we gonna pay a bill. Like, I just keep it real normal. Like, I'm not trying to show y'all niggas like, oh, nigga, I just bought this expensive shit. Like, I don't put on too high. I don't put on too low. I just keep it right there in the middle. Like, I'm a regular ass nigga. Like, the thing about Niecy Nash, I think that everybody loved about it was she just seemed like such a regular ass person.
Yes, very down to earth.
Real down to earth, real humble. Like, she don't do no extra out shit.
No.
She just like, now I'm regular like everybody else. I talk regular shit. I crack jokes and have fun. So I think that's another part of, like, with this whole shit, with everybody tripping off it. Like, we all such big fans and feel so connected to Niecy Nash. For her to drop such a big bomb, it's like, damn. Niecy got a girl.
Got a girl. Got a whole girl who sung her a song. She sung her a beautiful song. She plays the guitar. I mean, at this point,
she like a rock and soul artist. She real talented.
Very much so. So we wish them the best. Cat vs. Dog sends them much, much, much love.
Yeah, shout out to Niecy Nash.
Over the weekend also was the versus battle. Monica versus Brandy.
The one that every 80s baby that's a female or a fan of R&B was waiting for this one.
Listen, I didn't watch that shit. I was
didn't watch it?
hell no. I'm not into the versus thing. There's only been one
But
verse
it's a celebration
of what?
of their music, of their catalog.
Monica don't even like Brandy. This not no celebration.
But the thing is, they've been trying to play like they liked each other, like it wasn't no beef. And they put it on display. Yeah, y'all didn't like each other.
Listen,
Y'all couldn't even front this time.
I think, here's my thing. I think they have real legitimate reasons throughout their both careers of why they really don't care for each other. But I don't think it's what the media also makes it out to be. I don't even think their beef started with that song. I think it was things that, honestly, Brandy does a lot of petty, childish, shady shit. And Monica is the type, I'm not finna go back, and these are just my opinions. I'm not finna go back and forth with you. So if either we gonna get at it and we gonna do something, or you gonna shut the fuck up. And I can understand that. Like, even with the whole, Brandy was very, very, I will never forget this shit. This is why, honestly, she's a very talented artist, writer. I'm not gonna take that from her. But that whole, the possessiveness that she has over Whitney Houston, that shit drives me insane. Whitney was a mentor to many women in the industry. Faith, Kelly Price, like, they all love Whitney. They all learn from Whitney. So Brandy acts like Whitney could only be her godmother and only her. And Monica's like, girl.
Because Whitney literally would call her niece.
Listen,
so that's what it was.
She called the other one's daughter and niece too.
Yeah, but they got songs together. They was real tight.
So Whitney Houston has songs with Mariah Carey and Kelly Price and other people too. Like,
they couldn't fucking stand each other. But like with Brandy, it's just like with any motherfucker that's possessive over. Like, everybody got that one favorite auntie, that one cousin is way too close to. Like, I'm not even really like. I'm not surprised by it. It is what it is. Like, we all got a motherfucker in the family that everybody favorite auntie is this one auntie, but it's that one cuz it's like, nah, but me and her did this. Nah, she bought me this. This is, everybody think they grandmother favorite grandkid. And that's just how Brandy feel with Whitney Houston.
She takes it too far.
A lot of people take it too far, but that's...
And my thing is, Brandy's now a 40-year-old woman, and you're still acting like Cinderella just came out, girl.
Age and maturity ain't the same thing.
Release that.
Age and maturity ain't the same thing.
But I'm glad Monica did it. I think, and people kept saying, oh, Brandy won. I think, like I was telling Aunt before we started,
I've been hearing both,
that Monica didn't put forth the full effort I feel like she would have had it been somebody else. Had it been, now mind you, not saying that Ashanti can sing on Monica's level, but had it been an Ashanti or just somebody who she hasn't had this beef and tension with throughout her whole career, it would have been a lot better. Then, also, petty of Brandy, she took The Boy Is Mine off her album and then asked Monica to sing the song at the versus battle. Why would I sing the song with you when you took the song off the album, girl? I'm not gonna play these games with you.
Because they was both on the song.
Yeah, but why did you take it off?
I don't know. Could have been some label shit. Could have been some petty shit. She was fucking what, like 19 when that shit came out?
No, she just took it off because that's what one of the memes was. Oh, I died and lived for all the memes about about the battle, which were hilarious.
I'm not really friends with a lot of people who was big fans of this battle. Just my wife, and she's not a meme.
No, shout out to Eric. He was waiting for it. Our guest from last week, or no, week before last.
Eric Devontae.
Yes, he was waiting. I would love
to
hear his take on it as well.
Yeah, I'm sure it was fucking hilarious. I don't know. I wasn't really on social media for the last few days. Work been fucking hectic.
Yeah.
But just like from what I seen of the battle, everybody saying it didn't live up to the hype.
No, and they never are.
Cause that Jill Scott and Erykah Badu,
that was good, but it's still not the hype because one, they're not singing, and then two, you're in your house watching them on a screen, and that just takes away a little bit of something when you're talking about real artistry. Anybody who's seen Jill or Erykah perform, you're not gonna tell me, oh, when you was in your living room was better than when you saw them live in person. So that's why I'm like, it's not gonna live up to shit.
Yeah, it lived up to them niggas in their house. Like you shouldn't expect to hear live music when you watching some shit on your phone.
Why?
But for you to be sitting there looking at it, it lived up to some shit that I'm sitting there like, damn, they in their house. They personalities was on display. They were classy. They was cool. They shared good stories. You know, they interacted well. Like, that shit lived up to it. Like, you felt good watching that whole interaction, listening to the music. It was a good fucking experience. This shit, you could tell it was like two cousins that really don't like each other, but they not finna fight because they in grandma's house. Like, it was like, bitch, I'm just here. Like, and that's what it was. They both had like a bitch, I'm just here type of attitude.
No, Monica, Brandy, I don't know. Monica was trying, and then it was just the shady shit, and then the poems. The clips that I did see, girl, we are here to do music. We are here to share stories, behind the scene things for sure.
Yeah, shit.
But poems?
Monica pulled out some weird ass, like, Who Shot Your remix and shit. Like, what are they doing? But
listen, well, then the same thing goes for Nelly though, because he was playing songs that nobody had ever heard too. So I was like,
that's
nigga.
what I'm saying. Like, that's what I mean as far as like the expectations. Because like the babyface Teddy Riley battle, like Teddy Riley fucked up because he don't know how to use technology. Like
that was good because they fucked up. But that doesn't make the versus battle thing good.
Yeah, but I'm just saying as far as like the expectations on a lot of these battles. Like one of the battles that I highly anticipated that I didn't feel got the hype that it deserved.
What?
Fucking T-Pain versus Lil Jon. Like they catalogs, like that shit should have been the biggest fucking party out of all of these. But a lot of motherfuckers didn't really talk about that battle. And that was one of my favorite battles. My favorite battle was Beanie Man versus Bounty Killer, which out here on the West Coast, a lot of motherfuckers don't care because we not big on dancehall. But them two niggas was turning that shit up. The Police came. They shit was dope. That was the best battle to me.
I haven't seen that again.
Yeah, because like a lot of the like now the battles, they in the same room. You know, so that adds another element to
I
the
like
whole
in
shit.
the same room. I wish Erykah's and Jill's could have been in the same room.
Yeah, that shit would have been super fly. But like 2 Chainz versus Rick Ross, it was 1,000 memes of that one because, you know, your personalities is on display. Like, I know you saw that fucking Rick Ross little...
Yes, I did see that.
Like, that nigga
but
was
I thought
getting a
2 Chainz was
massage
supposed to
while
be...
one of the songs was playing. 2 Chainz brought strippers out. Like...
Oh, no, I didn't hear none of that.
Fooling. That's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of the battles that people ain't tripping on was the best ones. Like that, the fucking T-Pain and Lil Jon, they was both at the bar. Like, them niggas, they had a dope-ass battle. And a lot of these battles, like, especially the ones with one artist that's older and one artist that's bigger than the other one. Like,
but they try not to do that.
Yeah, but shit, like with Jill Scott and Erykah Badu, they had like a big sis, little sis dynamic in that whole fucking
You
battle.
feel that? How?
Hell yeah.
No, I feel like it's...
That whole time Jill was like, oh, you was... Oh, I was so amazed when I met you.
Yes.
And, oh, you're such an inspiration to me. Like, Jill Scott was treating Erykah Badu like that's big sis. That was big sister, little sister, that whole fucking time. It was dope. They had great interactions, but that shit was big sis, little sis.
You know what? I agree with that is the way that Jill Scott was acting, but I didn't take that so much as a big sis, little sis vibe. I took that as just two artists who appreciate one another's work.
Yeah.
And who reminisce. Like, Jill is a real fan of the music, of the art, and just in general. So I didn't take it as... Because they're relatively close in age, and when we're talking about hit for hit, I think they're really, really close to each other, even though I am more of a Erykah fan.
Demolished her. And I'm a big fan of Jill.
Here's my thing.
love
This is
Jill.
what I feel like.
This Jill, I love you, but
I feel like Erica has flows and that immediate bars and that little edge over Jill. Jill with the shit too, but Jill gotta be pushed there.
Competitive in that shit. Like, I feel like Erica was really trying to put on a fucking show. Like, she was making a statement. I think Jill was on some, we just celebrating our music.
Yeah.
Erica was like, I'm finna win.
Yeah. Well, not even that. Okay, so Erica had that in her house, though. Like how you have this set up, she has that in her house. Jill looked like she was in the computer room.
Yeah, she was in her
chilling.
meditation room.
Yeah, just chilling.
She had incense burning.
Yeah.
She probably just smoked a blunt. Like, she was chilling. Erica probably had just smoked the blunt too. They wasn't gonna do it because it was on a public thing, so they probably just was smoking. But like, Erica was in competition mode. Jill was in like celebration mode, and again, like it lived up to the whole thing because I love the way both of them did they whole dynamic, how they was talking to each other. That shit was all fly. Yeah. But like a lot of these battles, you expecting that.
Who would you like to see? What would be your ultimate battle?
Damn, put me on the spot.
I did.
I don't know. Like, most of the motherfuckers who I really want to see is like dead and shit.
Okay, your imaginary dead. If you could bring two people back, they both gotta be dead.
Two dead people back?
Yes.
Nipsey Hussle versus Tupac. Because Biggie can't fuck with Tupac. As much as y'all niggas think that shit ain't
not
even
lyrically
fucking close. In nothing. Ain't no way Biggie fucking with Tupac, nigga.
Not lyrically.
Email me, hit me at Too Much Game Podcast.
Here we go.
Tupac will fucking demolish Biggie, my nigga. Biggie only had 2 fucking albums, my nigga. Get that shit out of y'all head, my nigga. Like, it ain't even fucking close. But like, I'd like to see Drake versus Jay-Z. Because I don't think nobody could fuck with Drake.
I would like to see Drake and Kanye.
I think Drake could, well...
That's a real hit
be
match.
A better one. And matter of fact, now that I think about it, because I did do a big bunch of fucking battles. I'd like to see Earth, Wind, and Fire versus the Isley Brothers. No, the Isley Brothers.
I would want to see them.
I'd like to see Michael Jackson versus Stevie Wonder.
That would be good.
Whitney versus
who?
Mariah Carey.
Hell no. Whitney all day.
Shit.
Mariah,
well, yeah,
no,
Whitney,
not at all.
I think Whitney will give it to Mariah Carey. I'm not disputing that. I'm just saying.
That would be a good battle.
Yeah, it ain't
I see what you're
who
saying.
Could even fuck with Mary J. Blige.
Who can go up against Beyonce?
Shit, I think that'll probably be Whitney.
Yeah, you'll have to resurrect Whitney Houston to go against Beyonce.
But I think, honestly though, on some real shit, I think Whitney versus, I think Beyonce versus Mary J. Blige might be a good one.
No.
It's a completely different fucking genre.
It's two completely different genres. We can't do that.
But niggas already know me. I don't give a fuck. I like crossing genres because me and Ill Will, we had the Vibes Cartel versus Bob Marley battle, which I felt like I won. But
I'm sure you did.
It was all his friends, so he won with Bob Marley.
Beyonce's not gonna do it, but I would like to see Mary J. Blige and somebody go against. Listen,
it ain't nobody who could fuck with Mary J. Blige.
Who could go against Mary J. Blige?
Nobody.
I think we would have to get an older person, honestly. Somebody who
it would have to be
was a door opener for her.
It would have to be R. Kelly.
Wow.
That's the only way. He the only motherfucker who was making R&B hits in that time.
He tied up right now.
That clip. Oh, I know. He can't do it.
He can't do it.
And he's a piece of shit. But
damn,
that's the only motherfucker as far as catalog that would match R. Kelly.
I would put that shit on my calendar and sit home and watch and wait for that shit to come home and have my Wi-Fi tuned, the router ready.
Have him sitting and say all the proceeds gotta go to fucking abused sexual abuse.
No, I don't want him to get an opportunity to do it. I'm saying if he was just free and we didn't go through
all the pissing and all that shit.
Yeah. If he wasn't
a dirty ass bastard.
I can't. Oh, speaking of pedophilia, so here in California, allegedly, we're saying allegedly, it was proposed. That's what we do know. Is there was a law put on the bill to be voted on to not have pedophilia be counted as a felony here in the state of California. And whether it passed or not, because I did put it on my social media page that it had passed, and someone said it didn't, someone said it did. I don't know, whatever. The fact that it was just going to be a real thing, though, was like, you're not going to make that a felony, so we're just going to be okay with abusing children.
Yeah.
Then we had to get into the dynamic. This is what I do feel like we should get into the dynamic. If you are a 17, 18-year-old girl dating a 22, 25-year-old man, and the parents find out, I don't feel like that man should be labeled a pedophile. Now, if you're messing with a girl who's 13, 14, 15 younger, and you're over the age of 18, then you should be labeled a pedophile. I think there's not that you know everything at 17 and 18. Trust me, for sure you were still young, dumb, and full of cum. But you know enough to know that that's wrong. You know what I'm saying? And you're close to the age of consent. A small child, that's manipulation to the highest level.
I just feel like it's like that legendary Dave Chappelle joke.
What?
How old is 16 really? He was talking about homegirl, the white girl who got kidnapped at 16. She was 3 miles from the fucking house, and they kept her kidnapped for a long ass time because she's a fucking idiot. And then they had the little black girl who was kidnapped at 8, and within 3 hours she was back at home because she bit through the ropes and got ghosts on their motherfucking ass. Then he was talking about the black boy who was tried as an adult because he killed the little kid doing a fucking wrestling move on him and shit. And he like, nigga, 16 as a black person, you're treated as an adult. 16 as a white person, you treated as a fucking child.
True.
You know, like 16, they like to change the context of your mental capacity at certain ages. Just like at 18, they'll give you a gun to let you go kill somebody, but they won't let you go to the liquor store and go get a fucking beer after that.
Very true.
Like, you know, when it comes to age and being a minor and, you know, how they say that your intelligence works, it's just crazy how they make the rules pretty much on a whim.
Well, we already know, though, how we're charged as black people and how others are charged is completely different. I just posted not too long ago, same courtroom, same judge. It was a 16-year-old white boy and a 16-year-old black boy. Literally, exact same crime. White boy was given probation. Black boy was given 5 years. Literally, the exact same crime. Exact same age. Only difference was their race. So we know we're tried harder than other races. That's an issue in and of itself. But you being a grown man, and I feel like, especially if you look at shows like Law and Order SVU, when you see pedophiles, it is normally a white person, a white male, and they're not charged to the full extent.
Nope.
Nor do they have to register, or are they held accountable like they are.
A couple homeboys is registered as sex offenders for fucking with somebody who was a little under 18.
Really?
Yeah. My brother he's a sex offender for fucking with a girl that was 16. She lied to him. And my homeboy, same shit.
What happens when you do that?
She was like 18 and she was like 16.
When you register as a sex offender, what do you have to do? We should have definitely looked that up.
Whenever you move into a neighborhood, you gotta notify everybody in the neighborhood. You can't live, I think, within like 2,000 feet of a school. Like it's a few things, but you're on a registry. So like, let's just say
people can look it up.
Yeah, if your next door neighbor look you up and find you on there, they can get you kicked out of the neighborhood that you live in. Like it's hard. It's hard out here for a sex offender, and some sex offenders like rapists and shit. Fuck y'all. You don't deserve to live nowhere nice.
No, you don't.
But like a lot of niggas who I know, a lot of motherfuckers. Like I remember, one of my homeboys called me about one of my other homeboys. Like, man, you know, Whoop-de-Whoop is on the registry. And I was like, yeah, I was there, you know, when the nigga was going to court. I know everything about the case. He like, man, I don't know if I still want to fuck with homeboy. I'm like, nigga, if you know him, you should know that this ain't that.
Right.
You know, it ain't like the nigga pulled up to the elementary school, grabbed a little girl, kidnapped her, and had sex with her. Like, that motherfucker got caught up fucking with a bitch who said she was of age and she wasn't. And that's the thing, like when it comes to a lot of these situations, it's context in a lot of this shit.
It is.
That's left out.
And that's not taking account when I feel like you're in court. Because it's, oh, the law says this, but you have to put in all the factors. And we tapped on that a little bit. Because if you have proof, I feel like if a man can prove, yo, this girl told me she was 18, then it should be done with. Like, what else, what more can he do? Like, are we supposed to, should a man ask for ID?
When I was 19, I was literally like, bitch, let me see your ID. I need to see your full grown ass ID with your birth date on it.
I think I would advise my son the same. Yeah, just to keep him safe.
Yeah, because I think when I was like, no, I wasn't 19 when it happened because my brother younger than me. But like, I just never was the type of nigga to fall for that shit. Like when I was younger, I was asking bitches like, let me see your date of birth. I'm not finna go to jail fucking with you. I need to know for a fact that your ass is of age. Because you're not finna put me in jail.
And I don't think too though, because I'll admit, as a once 16-year-old girl, I definitely lied about my age. Not to date dudes, but like to get into the club. I had a fake ID. Shout out to Night Moves. We would go to the club. We did all of that. But my thing is, I don't even think that a 16-year-old girl would, especially if she's just messing with a dude who's 2 or 3 years older than her. So if he's 19, she's thinking in her mind, oh, I don't want him to look at me as a little kid.
Probably in high school at
they
the same
probably
time.
Was at the high school at the same time, probably still hanging out the same place because a 19-year-old boy is still a 16-year-old boy. So I don't even think she thinks me talking to him could put him behind bars. That's not the mindset of anybody, I feel like, going into this now. On the flip side, though, when white girls yell rape when they find out, or when a situation goes awry and they really wasn't rape, what is the penalty for that?
They ass need to go to jail.
I feel like they ass need to go to jail, too.
Because, like, honestly, like we had said when the Get Right podcast was on here, like we were saying that the young girls that lie and put dudes in jail, we feel like they should go to jail. But I feel like there should be some level of punishment.
Yes.
Especially if you lying on that dude puts him in that situation. Like, you know, and honestly, for the most part, if not putting him in jail, like, we need to teach this shit in schools early. Like,
yeah, I agree.
Ninth grade in sex ed class, y'all need to have a part of that sex ed class that tells you when you fucking with grown ass men, if you lie to fuck with a grown ass man, there's a penalty in that shit. Like, they need to understand the fact that there is consequences for their fucking actions. No, it's not as innocent as you think. No, you're not just lying so you can have an interaction with this motherfucker. Because if he get caught, his ass going to jail. And you're complicit in that. You a fucking accessory to that shit. You know, so once it's proven that you was with it, you know, it was consensual, like, there needs to be some type of punishment
for your ass
too, because you was in the wrong too.
It should
be. You a kid, but shit.
Because my thing
somebody should have told you that shit was wrong.
Somebody should have told you that was wrong. How many my thing is that your image too is also tarnished. Because a lot of times, let's say you get out of it, but somebody accused you of rape. If you are a man and you are accused of rape and then you are acquitted,
they call Kobe a rapist to this day.
It's still right. You have tarnished my image. I can only imagine what going through something like that when you didn't do the shit. Now, if you did it, well, fuck you. But when you didn't and you're innocent, it's too much. There definitely should be consequences.
Kobe a rapist. Who made the movie?
I know. I was trying to think of his name too.
But they still calling him a rapist. All it takes is a motherfucker to say he raped me. Now you a rapist. Time. You literally could have said I wasn't even in the room. I wasn't there. Like Freddie Gibbs, that shit happened to his ass overseas in like Austria.
Really?
Yeah, like that nigga got accused of rape. That nigga did some time out there in Austria behind a rape. A bitch he ain't even touched. It's like, I ain't even seen this bitch. But because she said it, he had to go back and do some time. Yeah, they had Freddie Gibbs in prison. Overseas behind that bullshit.
Behind someone that you've never even seen. Oh yeah, I saw the Tupac.
Yeah, like a lot of motherfuckers did time because a motherfucker lied on them.
Listen, that's way too much. So getting into, we're gonna spiral off some little freestyle topics for you guys. DMs. Very popular. We've touched on this briefly before, but we want to really go down this road for you single folks. So Zoe Unique though, is it Zoe Unique? Zinfonique?
I don't even know.
My apologies, love. T.I.'s daughter.
I have no clue.
She just announced that she's pregnant and she's excited about her pregnancy, but how she came to meet her baby's father is through the DMs. And so I have always been anti-DMs. I don't know if it's because I'm older or I feel like it's not legit. Like, I don't feel like you were seriously, and then the DM things that I have received, these niggas be hella weird. Like, really, I'm finna fly out. I don't even have your phone number. I don't even know you. How you talking about flying me out or flying you coming to where? Why would I meet you and I've never had a phone conversation with you?
Putting it out there that he can afford that.
But not in conversation. If you can't afford a plane ticket, listen.
No, I mean, he can afford it. That's what he trying to tell you. He like, hey.
But that's not nothing.
I could do that.
Now, if the nigga said, I'm going to get a plane privately for you, then you're telling me something new. But
in the hood,
a plane ticket?
Hell yeah. How many niggas you know from Acres Home that ain't never flown before? Honestly.
Quite a few.
Exactly. In the hood, just the ability to fly somewhere is a flex. Being at the airport is a flex. Most niggas who I know who like from the hood, like hood niggas.
Yes.
Every time a nigga hit the airport, he gotta let everybody know he at the airport. Cause that shit is like being in a fucking mansion to a real hood nigga.
You're right.
That shit is like buying a fucking BMW. Like, yeah, nigga, I'm flying, my nigga. Nigga ain't even flying nowhere. Nigga flying to Texas. But shit, according to the hood,
it's something.
That nigga, he going out of town. See the nigga on the plane. I saw the nigga plane ticket. Nigga will post every piece of the shit. Nigga gonna post himself getting patted down and everything. Yeah, I'm at this airport and shit, you know, we don't catch feelings, we catch flights.
You know I'm laughing because I know a Dallas nigga right now. Shout out to Charles. Charles is a hood. Here's my thing. Charles is very smart. He is a hood nigga, but he's done quite well for himself. But he just flew here. And these niggas got off the plane and they was at the rental car spot. And they was like, nigga just pulled up, got it. But I think that's also, too, like, the culture we're in. Yeah. Like we were saying with Niecy Nash, people are showing. And it's like, can I knock you? If you want to show what you're doing and what you achieve, who am I to say, oh man, that shit is whack or that's lame? If that's what you want to do, that's you.
From the hood, it's an achievement. A lot of us come from families of generations ain't nobody flew no fucking well.
True.
My mama ain't never been on a plane. I'm on a plane, nigga. Yeah. Like I done leapfrog my fucking ancestors, my nigga. I'm on a fucking plane, nigga. You see me? Like that's how it is for a lot of us. Like, nigga, I'm breaking a generational curse, my nigga. Like, niggas got a passport and ain't been nowhere but Mexico.
It's a big deal, though. We have to stop minimizing these things. So we do that. We will find any reason to shit on one another. If all you have been to is Mexico, high five to your ass. That's a big fucking deal. If you live in Texas and you've only been to California or only been to Florida, it's still an achievement. It's still a big deal. Now, here's my thing.
That's why they bragging about flying you out, because they like.
But here's my thing. You have to realize there's levels to this shit. Now that's what it is. Once you achieve that, stop going to. I know people who have been to Miami 9 times and ain't been nowhere else. That's what kills me. You don't want to go nowhere else.
California niggas that keep going to Vegas.
That part.
That shit burn. Come on, my nigga.
Let's do something different.
Go to Phoenix.
Go to Phoenix.
Go to Frisco, nigga.
Go to New York. Go to DC. There's tons of places for you to go, even if you're not ready for it.
Go to San Diego, nigga.
Listen,
plenty of places other than Vegas.
You could go to Hawaii for $4.99 and people don't even realize it.
A lot of niggas ain't got $4.99. But if you
niggas is out here scamming on them cars, y'all got $4.99. Okay, I know y'all do.
The niggas with the Rona money.
Yes.
Yeah.
Stop.
Y'all niggas could go a lot of places. You should save up some money to travel. Put like 2 G's to the side.
And just
you can
go somewhere
real fly.
I'm trying to tell you.
I want to go to Toronto, but I'm gonna wait till
Me
Toronto
too.
go away.
I want to go. I've never been to Canada. We getting
I
all
wanna go
off.
to Toronto.
DMs. What else don't I like about the DMs? If the approach was right, I probably would entertain it, but I just don't see it being a realistic opportunity for you to meet.
It's like a phenomenal breakdown last time we talked about this shit.
What did you say?
I gotta find that shit. I gotta find which episode it was.
What did you tell the people?
Because
Freestyle.
always start with a compliment.
Okay.
Start with a compliment. Then you gotta state your intentions. You gotta let them know what you here for.
Saying what?
Shit, hey, saw your picture, you looking real good.
Okay.
I want to know if we can go out on a date or something. I want to know if I could take you out. It's fucking quarantine now, so you might not be able to do that.
You know who mother DMs come? I get mad DMs from niggas in other states though. I don't think I've ever had somebody DM me to. No, they never asked for pictures. Because we're on Instagram. Yeah. So what would you ask me for pictures for?
Nudes. Because you ain't posting them on Instagram.
No, I'm not taking them.
Yeah, hey.
Nudes are for relationships, I feel like.
Nah.
Yes.
Nah. I see you naked all the time if we're in a relationship already.
Pause. 2 things I need ladies to stop doing. 1, cooking for niggas on the first date. Stop it.
Keep cooking.
Stop it.
Keep cooking.
No. Cooking is something you earn. So, I love to cook. Love. I am not cooking for no nigga on no first. Unless like maybe we went to college together and then I know you like that. But if I met you at the mall, at the gas station, it's the first time I'm meeting you, I'm not cooking. That is to be earned.
You might already have something on the stove.
I don't give a damn. Guess what? It's for Bailey. It's not for you. It's for my son.
What if you ain't got no kids? You might have just threw something together.
No,
ladies. Some of this leftover spaghetti, nigga. I got some spaghetti in here.
No.
Yes.
And stop sending news. Those are my 2 things. No. These things have to be earned.
Send that shit.
Make him earn it.
And if you don't send them motherfuckers, get OnlyFans. Make some money. If you ain't gonna send them, sell them.
If you want to get an OnlyFans, by all means, get your OnlyFans. So listen, women.
Sell them.
Hey, I'm glad you brought that up. Low key, I have been considering starting an OnlyFans. Because number 1, it's not what we thought it was. When you go to OnlyFans, doesn't even have an app like Instagram or this or that. You have to literally go to the website and you will see guys on there who love trucks, who love tennis shoes, whatever you are a fan of. It's on OnlyFans. It's not just
be
sex.
Charging me for no pictures and no motherfucking shoes.
Listen,
and no truck.
It works that way. It's levels to it.
I need to find these niggas.
There is a girl right now. I know this young lady personally. She showed me the account because I wouldn't have believed it no other way. $2,300 made in a fucking week for pictures of her toes and pictures in swimsuits. I'm posting this shit on Instagram for free right now. Ain't no pictures of my toes, but
shout out to them fetish people, because that's what it is. It's the fetish people.
I
don't think a motherfucker charge for no pictures and no shoes and trucks. Them niggas must have an angle. They must be showing you how to fix some shit.
Maybe so. It's a community that's broader.
No motherfucking shoes.
Listen, it's just a community that's broader than sex. It's not what.
But it's the same as like Patreon. It's just a paywall. We got a Patreon.
Yeah, but I didn't listen. Patreon doesn't have the stigma of sex.
She was making money off Patreon.
Doing what?
Shit, racy photos and videos.
Oh.
She wasn't showing her nipples and shit yet, but shout out to her.
He ain't hit a button this whole time.
Shout out to
and he gonna press the button for nipples.
She finally freed the nipples. Shout out to her.
Niggas.
Gunshots. God damn.
He lucky that board is way the fuck over there and I can't reach that shit. I can't.
All that shit.
No. But listen, if you want to start OnlyFans, start OnlyFans. But sending nudes
shout out to you, ladies.
And cooking for a nigga and you just met him in week 1 is a no-no. We're not doing that. We're not.
Yeah. Yes, we are.
No, we're not.
Cook, ladies. Let them know what you're working with.
And in the DMs thing, be open-minded.
Just don't be giving niggas massages and all that extra wild shit. Don't give niggas the whole wife package. I feel like cooking is some shit that some people they was just cooking anyway. So that shit is whatever. Like, that shit is a matter-of-factly thing. But don't roll out the red carpet for no nigga on the first date. Like, the whole massaging the nigga and doing all that shit. Like, nigga, he get one privilege per first date. If you was gonna cook, then
What
that's
privilege
cool.
is he giving her?
He better give her some privileges back if she gonna cook.
What?
If she cook, I'll buy the groceries and shit. I'll set the mood.
Oh, okay.
You could even cook at my house. Like if we gonna do something, then we
I can see
gonna
that.
match
Yeah,
each
you
other
buy the
fucking
food.
energy and shit. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not against a woman cooking, just like I'm not
Not
against
on
a
day
man looking out on the first date. Like like
He's
nigga.
supposed to. That's not looking out, nigga. That's what you're supposed to do.
No, I'm just saying, like, there's some extra shit a motherfucker do. There's some platinum privileges that women is out here getting that niggas is giving, but it gotta be matched. She gotta match a nigga energy and shit. Like, if I'm gonna go to the whole full route, nigga, I'm gonna need you to earn me doing all this shit, too.
Exactly.
It go both ways.
Who's supposed to be pursuing who? I get match your energy. No, you should not have
It's
one
2020.
person doing
It's
everything.
2020.
So what does that mean? We've had this
2020.
before. What does that
Women
mean?
didn't-
Because if that's the case, then what happens when it's 2030? And what happens when it's 2040? We just gonna change the dynamic every time?
It keep changing, and it keep changing for
You got
confusion.
you got a whole
Women
steady
be-
to
women
what
be
you
con-
believe in and what you want.
Because it's like this, like women, they still want for shit to be chivalrous, and they want
Yes.
niggas to do this and they want niggas to do that. But a lot of times the reason that men went so hard to be financially stable was because we were supposed to be the providers. But now y'all want to provide for yourselves and be providers. That's the reason a lot of times niggas like, all right, well, let's go 50-50 then. You make more money than me any motherfucking way. How I'm supposed to still do all this and be the provider, yet you not sitting at home cooking and cleaning like y'all did when the man was the
But
provider.
there are
Now
some
you
women
working
who are
like me.
doing there are women who are doing both.
Yeah, my wife do both. But I'm just
Exactly.
saying though. But like a lot of what the dynamics is, y'all's dynamic change as far as what y'all want to do. But with us, it's supposed to be all the old shit that we're supposed to do.
Not
in the fucking
necessarily.
first
Here's my
place.
thing. There's an agenda, number one, and it exists. I don't care if you think it doesn't exist, to tear down the black family and the black home anyway. So I don't necessarily feel like that's our story. That's something that we've put out there to say, oh, I can do better by myself. I'm a extremely independent person. But the words, I don't need no man, ain't never fell out my mouth. Now, let me say this. Do I feel like I need a man to be successful and have the things that I want out of life? No. But do I want a man to be there and we do this together? Yes. So when I hear this narrative of, oh, we got money now and women are doing better, yes. We are the only race where the woman out earns the male. Not in the Asian community, not even the white community, not in no other community is that the case. Also, though, our mates and black males are highly incarcerated. So you have to take into all of these factors of why there's been a shift. Because I wouldn't think it would be this way in the UK or other countries, because we're dealing with we're targeted different here, and you have to understand that narrative of I don't know. I know strong black women who are doing well, and they are married. They still cook. They still clean. Man, shout out to Macrisha Renault. You talking about a woman on her grind? That is her name, and she does all of these things. Right plays, has a full-time job, 2 kids, and a husband, takes care of him.
But
the
thing is, a lot of times it's the mindset of the person.
There we go.
And that's both.
Give yourself a ding, a boom, a shot, whatever you want to give yourself. There you go. Not that shit.
That shit is a classic, my nigga. Shout out to Smokey Robinson.
Oh my gosh. I hate I sent you that shit.
That shit was the shit. Shout out to Smokey Robinson. But like, it's the mindset of both. Like, you know, and just as the black community in general, like, I'm not saying everybody, but we got this big, like, men versus women. Like, men, it's like, oh, y'all, women all want to be independent and you don't want a man and all. That ain't the fucking case, my nigga.
Not.
Like, just like with women, oh, you know, these niggas ain't shit. Not like, that's not the fucking case. That's just your fucking experience. And a lot of times it ain't even your whole experience. It's just you got 1 or 2 negative interactions and you living off that shit. Like your ex fucked you over in 2007 and you still holding on to, oh, these niggas is broke. all these niggas is cheaters. No, Marcus was a cheater. Just Marcus. Talk
Let that
about
go.
Marcus, leave it at him, and move the fuck on. But a lot of motherfuckers just bitter. And motherfuckers got to get over that shit. Like, with me, I don't have no negative feelings toward black women as a whole because I married one. Like, I love my wife to death. She's the GOAT. Shout out to her. But like with all black women, like I feel like all black women are great. You know, different people have different interactions. You know, you just gotta find a motherfucker that compliments you more than anything. It ain't always about how much money this motherfucker got, how much money this motherfucker got. It's who compliments you.
Yeah.
So when I'm looking for a mate, when I tell motherfuckers to look for a mate, if you a woman and you make a grip of money, you shouldn't be looking for a nigga that make more. That's gonna be hard to find. You should just find a motherfucker who you can get along with. A motherfucker who is strong where you weak at and vice versa. Like a motherfucker who you can have a conversation with, who you could be with for more than 3 hours without getting bored or annoyed.
That's hard too, because here's my thing. You are right. That's the companionship that the woman wants who may be the financial breadwinner. But you at finding, and she can find someone who she enjoys. Finding somebody who does not feel insecure when y'all go out.
Yeah.
That's really the issue. Or you have to check your insecurities in the door when she does come into a room. Because normally if you're that person, then you work with men, you're surrounded by men. Those men may make her same earning levels, but she knows those type of men are assholes. So she's with you because of how you make her feel, because of how she enjoys you as a person. But that don't be enough for men. I feel like that's not enough for y'all.
But it's you know, like outside factors. Like a lot of women be posting all day on Instagram and Twitter about niggas being broke and niggas not being able to do this and niggas not being able to do that. So a lot of motherfuckers feel insecure just because of what they know society is saying when they walking into a place. They see your girl paying for the motherfucking meal.
True.
They see your girl buying the PlayStation at Best Buy. They like, oh, look at this nigga getting taken care of. Look at this bum ass nigga. His girl got all the money. But shit, nigga, Stedman doing all right.
Listen, I mean, I would also say to women too, I understand it on a deeper level too. It's nice to feel needed. And just because you are maybe the financial breadwinner, you should not make him feel in any way. It's not your job to emasculate him. And my thing is, no, I'm not going to go to the store and hold the purse strings. If you going to be the woman who buy the PlayStation and do all that, whatever, just give him the money and go.
Let him go buy.
That's how I feel like even if a nigga is going to give me money, just give me the money and let me spend it. You don't necessarily have to be there. You don't have to micromanage that shit. Like, even niggas who quote unquote is tricks, it's levels to that too, because they want to see where the dollar went. Like, you shouldn't even give the money if you got to do all that.
Yeah.
It's too much.
Yeah, it's you know, like people in general in relationships, you just gotta, I ain't gonna say change your mindset, but just fix it. Be understanding of what the other motherfucker's going through. Like, you know, when you the one with the money, like you holding on to every dollar, like, oh, what you spend this on? I gave you this much money. Why you didn't come back with this? What's like, motherfucker, get over that shit. Like, that shit is fucking annoying in general. Like, I hate people like that.
True.
You know, like with everything that they do for you in a relationship, they gotta count the shit. Oh, remember I did this for you. I did this for you. Women included. Oh, I could be fucking with this nigga and I could be doing this and oh, remember when I held you down when you was in jail and like motherfucker.
Sometimes you know what women have to remind men.
Men do the same shit. Women do the same shit. I'm just saying in general. Like a lot of times holding shit over a motherfucker's head just is fucking annoying. Because it's like, did you do it because you love me or did you do it for this moment to be able to tell me you did this shit? Like, and that's the thing. Like, it's cool. You know, like everything that I've done for any woman in any interaction, I done because I loved her. Like, whenever, like, ain't no ex gonna be able to tell you we broke up and I ran down the laundry list of shit that I did for her. Like, oh, I bought you this. Oh, I did this. I did it because I love you. So, no, I don't want it back. No, I'm not finna hang it over your head because I wouldn't have did the shit if I didn't love you when I did the shit. You know, a lot of motherfuckers, like, just how they try to holler at motherfuckers, that should let you know the type of person that you interacting with. A lot of niggas who try to tell, oh, I'll fly you out, I'll buy you this, oh, you know, you fucking with these broke ass niggas, you need to fuck with a nigga like me, I got money. Like, that should let you know what type of time he on. That should let you know what type of nigga that you dealing with.
Hell yeah.
So you shouldn't even be fucking with a nigga who you feel like, oh, Big Bang Hank over here, I'm good. And women as well, because I've had women shoot they shot at me like that.
With money, with things.
Yeah. Oh, you know, I cleared 100,000 last year. You know, and my business, I just closed this deal next year. I should double that. You know, what your girl doing? Like, bitch, fuck I look like? Like, you think I'm gonna be a kept man? You think I'm gonna be a fucking house husband or something, bitch? I'm cool.
That's a key point though, to pay attention to whatever they use to get you in the beginning. Pay attention. Like, I pay attention to even men, how you talk about. If he has kids, how he talk about his baby mama. If it's, oh shit, bullshit, bitch, be mindful you are getting the story from one side. And she could be all the way a bullshit bitch, but you don't know that yet. And the fact that he feels comfortable to sit up in your company and call another woman a bitch, whether she is or not, should tell you tons about what happens if you make him mad, if the situation goes awry. Like, I would never date someone who, one, led with money, because that means they're already thinking, I'm gonna be able to control you with this. I can buy you this. I can buy your happiness. I can buy if I don't show up for the date or I'm not there to be supportive, then I could just buy you something and then you'll be all right.
Now I'll buy you the bag. I got a bag. It's a bag at the door. Don't worry about it. I bought you this Louis bag.
Your worth's gotta be more than the bag. You are the bag. Make him secure you.
Yeah.
Can I get a ding? Or can I get a shot? Can I set it up? No? Okay, that's how we doing over here at the boom.
Another bomb.
That's how we doing here in the boom boom room.
I'm the junior producer. I ain't producing like Ben. That nigga be right on it like bing, 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 bing.
It's because you're not doing the show and that's a difference.
I'm trying to talk and all that shit.
Exactly.
So, like, a motherfucker gotta be like focusing in fucking when I think about something like, oh yeah, nigga.
That's different.
Damn, I stopped it and shit on accident. But anyway, yeah, that's how I do that shit. But yeah, like when you dealing with people, like, I always judge fishermen by their bait. So whenever a woman try to fuck with me, like, I will always look at what she was trying to accentuate when she was trying to talk to me. Was it her looks? Was she just trying to let me know how fine she was? Because, like, I tell motherfucker, I'm big on conversation. Like, I like a motherfucker who can interact with me for a while. Like, I don't want to be chilling with your ass and get bored, because eventually I'm going to get bored in the long run and really just leave your ass. So if I can't sit up here and have a fucking conversation with you, I know it ain't going to last long. So a lot of times, you know, you got to look at, like, love languages. Like, you gotta be in touch with what your love language is and find a motherfucker who can match you in your love language. Because a lot of times you have people who you get along with very well. Y'all have great interactions and good chemistry, but y'all love languages is different.
That's wrong, yes. And you have to be
fuck your whole dynamic up.
That's key. And you have to be okay with letting that shit go. And women are bad at that, I feel like. And I guess men too, because a girl can have great sex and you know she's not good for y'all and y'all will still stick around. And I think with women, that part too. But it's also like, oh, he's great in these areas and I'm just going to tough out the rest. Not knowing, like, no, that toughing out the rest is the part that does not click with you, that does not mesh with you. So you don't have to settle just because either you want this man or you want this thing or you think it's going to be a good look or a good fit. All of it has to come together.
Yeah, like I always tell my homeboys, like, as far as, like, when you know the woman who you should be walking up the aisle with or who you should be taking serious and shit as far as relationships, I look at shit like a fucking report card. Don't get with the woman with 3 A+, get with the woman that ain't got no F's. I'd rather have a woman that got all B's and C's across the board than a woman with 3 A's but 2 F's.
Why?
Because an F is a deal breaker a lot of times. Like, y'all got great sex, y'all have great conversation, but when y'all argue, y'all get physical. That's an F. Like, y'all real cool, y'all make the same amount of money, but the sex is fucking terrible. That's an F. Like y'all got the same money, y'all have great sex, but y'all have zero conversation. Y'all got no chemistry outside of sex. Like a lot of people have these type of relationship dynamics.
I'm literally thinking about that shit right here.
A+ things like, oh, this motherfucker, oh, he's great here, but this shit is nothing. Like you can't take no motherfucker serious that got a deal breaker, even though everything else is like, oh, these are covered for the bad sex. No, because eventually that sex is gonna hit you to where you gonna end up cheating on this motherfucker. So you gotta have a motherfucker that don't got none of those F's in no fucking category. If they got an F, it's a failed. It's not gonna work. No matter how great they are, they could have 5 A's, A pluses, but if they got one F, it ain't gonna work.
It ain't. That F is what women overlook. Oh, or my thing is they expect the A's to cover the F.
Yeah.
And vice versa, men too. That, oh, she bad, she this. So if she don't do these other things that you really do care about, or you really do want this certain particular quality in a woman, you just let it overshadow that. Oh no, you can't.
Yeah,
Not with
you
an
can't
F.
fuck with a motherfucker with no F's. You know, that's the main major key that I give in all relationship advice. Nigga,
No
if they got any F's, leave them. Leave them quick, because eventually that F is gonna take over. Any relationship, every relationship that I've ever seen where you like, damn, they got along so well, damn, they seem so cool. It's always that one F that fucked everything up, because motherfuckers seem like a super couple until that F take over, because it's going to take over. Eventually the F always overshadows all the A's, because you're gonna be unfulfilled in one category, and that's gonna spill over. It's gonna take over so much that you gonna step out, or you just gonna eventually break it the fuck off. So always know what your deal breakers are, and if a motherfucker got that, don't even entertain it, even if it does seem like it's a great thing, because you're gonna end up wasting both of y'all time.
Women get invested in one, and then it becomes time wasted.
Yeah, because you like, I've been fucking with this nigga 5 years, this little ass dick, I'm just over this shit now.
Oh, if you say that's your own torture.
Like, damn.
Hell no.
This nigga was great. He's a fantastic father. He's good with the bills. We get along. He take me on vacations. We have long conversations. He rubs my feet. He give me massages. He cooks. All that dope shit. He's the perfect man.
Had a little dick.
This nigga dick is on zero.
Are you talking about that first one we talked about?
No, I'm just talking about in general.
Literally, I had someone just all the great things he just listed. I swear to God, great father, great vacations, great everything. Penis was as big as a Vienna sausage.
God damn, nigga, do they even put that on him?
Terrible.
Adults have those?
And I tried to really stick it out and say, you can't base a whole relationship on sex, because all these other great things are great.
51%.
I couldn't do it.
51%, y'all. It's 51%.
That's terrible.
If the sex ain't there, the relationship ain't there. That motherfucker could be the greatest of all the greatest in all the great categories. If the sex ain't there, you don't cheat.
I just left.
Hey, good for you. That was fucking phenomenal. This is just a great fucking drop, my nigga. This shit is the best drop. Fuck all the other ones. I'm gonna start using this one. Fuck Dean's. I'm gonna send this shit to B so he can put this.
Oh, he gonna put it on there too.
Yeah.
Do we have a bonus?
Shit, I don't know. Do we?
Do we?
That look like it say titties.
It says titles.
Titties would be a great bonus though.
Oh my. There you go. That one was good.
Like
See, that one was good. Can the people hear
I've been
that?
waiting to use it, but I lost it.
Oh my gosh.
I tried to press that motherfucker like twice, and I hit the wrong one.
Well, we don't have a bonus for this week.
No, I don't think so.
Listen. Shout out to Niecy Nash again, girl. I'm happy for you, okay? She was grinning from ear to ear in them pictures.
Man, she looked happy.
She looked hella happy.
Yeah, so shout out to her.
Shout out to her. Oh, happy belated birthday to Beyonce. Her birthday was yesterday, Virgo season. Happy birthday, love. We love you here.
Oh, that shit. The motherfucking queen.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to my sister Antoinette, too.
Shout out to
Happy birthday,
Antoinette. Yes. Right in there with
All that good
Beyonce.
shit. Hell yeah. Fucking Libras, I think. What is they? What's their
Virgo.
sign? Virgo?
Yeah, this is Virgo
okay.
season.
Yeah. Libras is next.
Mm-hmm.
But
No. Scorpios is next.
Nah, hell no. We into November. I'm Scorpio.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
We
Yeah.
in November.
Okay.
Late October, early November.
Gotcha.
Boy, what a season. We the greatest. Shout out to all the Scorpios. Shout out to everybody that was made on Valentine's Day. That's why we the greatest, because we was made on Valentine's
Y'all
Day.
the craziest too.
Yeah, but
Fucking
it's
insane.
worth it. That's why.
In the beginning, it feels
It's
that way.
worth it. It's the shit. But yeah. So that's
Scorpios.
That's it. We
Yeah. No, we have to close out the show.
Yeah. I was just asking should I play the fucking beat?
Yeah, play it. This has been
Okay.
another episode of the Cat vs. Dog podcast with myself, CJ, and my super talented boom boom room having in the
Boom.
matching co-host Young Dolemite. If you want to support us, be sure to tune in. Oh no, what is it? Link in to our Patreon.
Patreon.com/Townhouse Media.
There we go.
should start an OnlyFans.
Hell yeah.
OnlyFans.com/Townhouse Media. Yeah, me and B.
We gonna consult it. We gonna put that on the board.
We're gonna get a cat versus dog fucking
Hell yeah.
OnlyFans and shit.
Listen.
Where y'all can get the real funny shit.
Be sure to tone.
And I ain't gonna have no shirt on.
You're gonna have to get some sun on you.
Yeah.
You're a little light right now.
Hey, it's bright out here, nigga. I'm gonna just chill right here, nigga, with no shirt on, get a tan.
Listen, all the girls who love light-skinned men.
And
look
bird
at
chest.
that.
I ain't got no pecs.
Listen, I ain't got no bird, no chest either. This a push-up
I
bra.
ain't got no pecs, nigga. I'm
Got no
flat.
titties.
But shit, don't worry about it, nigga. I'm still sexy. Though.
Right, still support. That's what
Yeah.
you do.
But you want me to run them all down?
Yes, please.
Okay, support all the Townhouse Media podcasts. Seriously, not another podcast. Friday nights, 9 p.m. They gonna be back very motherfucking soon. Very soon. So y'all be on the lookout. Friday night, nigga. Matter of fact, I think this Friday night coming. Tuesdays, Talk 30 Tuesday, the Talk 30 podcast with just Nikki.
Hey, Nikki.
Check her out. Also Tuesdays at 6 p.m. the Sports for You podcast with Mark, Nick Freeze, and John Watson. For sure, check them out. Wednesday evenings, 5 p.m. live. The No Rules podcast with Mark and Ill Will doing they motherfucking shit. Thursdays, y'all already know, me, your boy Young Dolemite with the Too Much Game podcast. Whenever the fuck I get to that shit on Thursdays, nigga. Right here,
Anytime.
live from the motherfucking boom boom room, nigga. But I'll be here, nigga. And if you're here, you already know. Sundays. Live at 3 in California, live at 5 Houston time.
That's it, baby.
The Cat vs. Dog podcast with me and CJ, the celebrity of Townhouse Media, Chelsea Jordan Perry.
That's such a dick.
But any closing words?
Stay ready so you ain't gotta get ready.
I don't know, nigga. There's some hoes in this house.
Aha! Yes,
There's
one time. Wop on them.
and we out.
And we're out. Oh. Listen, those. Oh, hit it. Boom.